Xbox invited me to their press-only media event, the event that is meant to provide an additional layer of context to everything that you are probably currently hearing about, as well as everything that you will hear about after their big Bethesda showcase. Yes, little old me, and guess what? I've got some information here regarding Xcloud. We've got some Game Pass update information. They are talking that and so much more, including their acquisitions of both ZeniMax and Activision. So, let's get into it. Look, I'm not going to start the video by sounding like some kind of infomercial here. I'm just going to give you what I got from the virtual press briefing from my perspective. I'm an Xbox fan. This is what Xbox said, and this is what sticks out to me personally. Now, I'll be showing some informational material provided to me by Xbox on screen. I do have some bullet points for you. So, if you're not liking the video, tell a buddy or two. Maybe subscribe if you're interested in all the latest and greatest from Xbox. Now, I want to start by talking about Phil Spencer. He was the first one in the virtual briefing, and he started out by saying that he loves the amount of momentum that they have right now. The sales of the consoles are doing extremely well. In fact, he said they can't keep them on shelves. He also said that having an amazing first-party studio organization is fundamental to Xbox, what they want to do, who they are as of this moment. He confirmed once again that there are over 100 million people that play on Xbox. He also said that PC Game Pass is up 300% compared to last year, but that's nowhere near where they want to go. They have bigger goals than that. The Xbox team that came out afterwards confirmed that the Activision deal is a big part of their game strategy going forward. And gee, why would that be? They also confirmed that the Xbox Fortnite cloud deal is not a one-off. They will be doing more of these games through the cloud. Matt Booty and Sarah Bond then came out and said they want to put as many Activision Blizzard titles in Game Pass as soon as possible. They also spoke on a new way that they are enabling developers that are still stuck at home to have a better, more cohesive development environment, something that they have been struggling with since the pandemic began. Getting developers used to developing games again the way they were, as if they were standing right next to one another. This new game development VM is basically aimed at helping developers more cohesively develop projects. It combines a lot of development tools into one ecosystem, one environment, and it allows them to more easily work together. Cloud-based game development is definitely something they've been working on. Now, Matt Booty and Sarah Bond also talked about Project Morecraft. It is very much real. It is very much paid demos. Yes, this is it's paid demos. Basically, what they're trying to do is put in some kind of demo experience. I don't know if it's just for E3 or in general going forward in the future. They weren't super specific about this, but basically what it is Game Pass Ultimate members will be able to play these vertical slices of maybe even E3 demos. But again, I don't care what demos they are, putting them behind a paywall. I personally don't agree with that. I didn't agree with it when Sony did it. I won't agree with it now. Paid demos are not ideal, though. They did say that money can go towards developers and all this other stuff. Look, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth crossing that line. Paid demos. If you want to release demos, release them for everyone, not just people in Game Pass. Let me know if you thought it was a good idea when Sony decided to throw paid demos into PlayStation Premium, and let me know what you think about Xbox basically doing something very similar. Again, when speaking about the success of the Xbox Series consoles, they are doing great. They confirm they can't keep them on shelves. That's right from Xbox. They also confirm that Xbox All Access is a smashing success. So successful that they are expanding the amount of countries that can take advantage of Xbox All Access. They also talked about more Game Pass PC and, of course, improving performance there, Windows 11, the future of gaming and how they appeal to PC gamers. Something I'm personally not too interested in talking about. It's PC related. I'm a console guy. This is pretty interesting. They also confirmed that you'll be able to stream your own games as well as Xcloud titles later this fall. So if you are a Game Pass subscriber and you own games but you can't stream them, well, if they are supported via the cloud and you own it, you will then be able to stream it anywhere as part of Game Pass Ultimate. Here's something else that is pretty interesting. They confirmed that Samsung TVs 2022 and forward will have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate application installed right in the Game Hub. And I actually saw how this worked. It is very simple. Go into the Game Hub, select the Xbox Game Pass app, connect a controller or device, and boom, you've got streaming on your TV. There was only mention of Samsung. There was only mention of displays of 2022 and newer, and that is all. But keep in mind, there are several rumors of an Xbox Xbox Puck or streaming stick that will enable any device to stream Xbox Game Pass applications, similar to a Roku stick or an Apple TV. All that digital content plus that entire games library from Xcloud, and of course maybe even your own personal stash after that update hits later this year. If you watched one of my last videos, you know Design Labs were teasing something. Well, they've spoken on this and they may have more information going forward, but as of right now, this is what they say they're doing there. Not only are they enabling Design Lab controllers to be shipped in 11 new territories, but they're enabling more colors and design elements. Not quite the console customization I was hoping for, but hey, one can dream. And of all the interesting things in this briefing, which trust me, there were plenty of things that were not interesting, the last thing would be Todd Howard coming out and saying a few things of his own. First and foremost, he says they are putting the finishing touches on Starfield. He mentions the Xbox Series X and S by name, saying he is very excited to leverage the hardware inside, the hardware they need to actually build a game like Starfield. He is leveraging those systems to the max. And they also talked about Phil Spencer's quote in the past when he talked about Starfield being the most played Bethesda game ever. And this is going to tie back into cloud because my assumption based on the press event and how that ended was that Starfield would, of course, logically have a day-and-date release on cloud as well. So you are not just looking at Xbox PC, you're looking at every device that can stream anything. Well, that'll have access to Starfield, and this is a big part of how they plan on making it the most played Bethesda game ever. But yes, the takeaways are primarily Game Pass related to me. Not just Game Pass related, but primarily the fact that 2022 and beyond, model Samsung TVs will have an Xcloud app built into the Game Hub. It seemed very simple, very elegant, very easy to use. The fact that there are going to be paid demos in Xbox Game Pass. This is not a good thing in my opinion. Let me know yours down below. Again, if you're going to have demos, just make them free for everyone. There's no need to put these things behind a paywall. The fact that Xbox All Access is doing phenomenally well, and the fact that they cannot keep Xboxes on shelves. It's very rare to hear those things directly from Xbox. Usually they'll leak that out and it'll go into an article and somebody said they can't keep them on shelves and they're very excited and happy with the performance of Xbox All Access. But no, this was all right from Xbox, which is really cool to see. Some Design Lab updates, and hopefully there are even more than that to come. Something else they touched on was the fact that Activision Blizzard games, ZeniMax games are all super important to the future of their content roadmap and how they provide content, on a service like Game Pass. And they did touch on the fact that maybe not everything would be exclusive, while some other stuff would be. They didn't say anything new. They didn't explain anything new. They didn't say every single bit of Call of Duty games are going to PlayStation forever. They didn't say only Warzone is going to PlayStation. They didn't say anything different. So I didn't really want to go too in depth on that because there just wasn't enough there. But the Game Pass stuff is cool. The fact that they are really leveraging their first party and they think it's inherent to their success as a brand. The fact that the sales are doing extremely well and there's a ton of support. There's over 100 million players on Xbox. And of course, the fact that we're getting a big Bethesda showcase, Xbox Bethesda showcase, in just a few short days. And if you want to know more, check out my last couple videos. I've got all the information up to this point, and I think it all forms a picture that Xbox are not playing around. They've got a lot of leverage here. They've got a lot of potential for real success, real greatness here. So hopefully they knock it out of the park. But things like paid demos, in my opinion, are a step back. You don't need to copy Sony. There is no need for that. Maybe figure out a different way or make them free for everyone. They don't need to go into something like Game Pass. And while you may need to compete with Sony, I don't think that's competition. I think that's reaction. You could do something better or provide even more value. Other than taking demos, something that used to be free, literally handed out, on a disc, and now behind some kind of Game Pass paywall. Not that they might not be cool demos, but as of right now, I'm just not. I wasn't really liking Sony's take on it. I don't like this one either. I'm just gonna remain consistent. Let me know what you guys think about that stuff down below, and of course, let me know your thoughts, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for rocking out with me, and of course, hit the like button if you haven't. Tell a buddy to about the channel. We got even more information. Thanks Xbox for letting me view this virtual briefing. Always an honor to be selected to be able to talk about this stuff and have a little glimpse a little bit early and to hear little things here and there and see cool things here and there. And I just want to say thanks to all of you for making that possible. Usually this is the part of the video where I read off the super thanks comments, but this was an impromptu random, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make a video about this stuff. I figured there's a few people that are really going to want to know about this stuff, and I just don't have enough time to slap them into this video. So if you left a super thanks comment on my last video, or if you leave one on this video, I will definitely read them all off in the next video. So thank you guys so much for what you do. I appreciate your understanding. Hit the like button if you haven't. Tell a buddy or two about the channel, and I'm Dealer. I will see you